Welcome back, YouTube. To more Plants vs Zombies. I'm your host, Tempest Sage. That was a weird way to order my intro. Granted, I don't really have a dedicated intro yet, so yeah, that's fine. But anyways, let's hop in and let's just go right to the chase and head into stage 2 of the adventure. Even a Tempest Sage, those zombies just won't let up, will they? I've noticed that fighting zombies at night is different than in the day. For one, you won't get any sunfall from the sky. You still get some from sunflowers, though. Looking for you, you got yourself some Sunshrooms. Plant as many of those as you can, you'll be A-O good. Yeah, he definitely means that. So since we're starting a new level, or a new stage, yeah, so this will be the front yard at the nighttime. And like he said, we can't, we won't be able to get, you won't be getting any sun from the sky, but we can plant these mushrooms. And man, these things are actually really good. Since the zombie variety here is like basic to this just vanilla zombies, as well as this new guy, the newspaper zombie. We don't really need much. And another new element of the night stages is these gravestones. These will be blocking our ability to place certain plants down, and I believe in the later levels, during the big zombie waves, there'll be zombies spawning from these. We will be getting a plant layer to clear these, but not for like a couple levels, I believe. Anyways, now we get these guys, the mushrooms. These are, honestly, these items are so good. Like, you could very easily just clear all the night levels with just spamming these very easily. In fact, I'm pretty sure Shy Guy Mask did a entire video. Oh, we get money now. So yeah, we get money to buy stuff. That'll come up in a couple levels, I believe. But yeah, going back to these mushrooms, they are really strong because they're pretty low cost. They are very spammable that way, and they cost nothing. So that's pretty nice. So yeah, now we're getting money every time, occasionally from zombie drops. Zombies will be dropping money every so often now. They'll drop silver coins, which are worth $10. And they'll be dropping gold coins, which are worth 50. There are diamonds, which, funny enough, look like the diamonds from Bejeweled. I don't know if there's any correlation. Maybe did PopCap make Bejeweled or something? Or EA? Maybe, I don't know. Actually, don't legitimately know. But yeah, no, this first level is more so here to introduce the concept of the night levels to you, rather than being difficult. As I see here, this is not very difficult. Like, look at all of the mushrooms we have. Okay, and I believe now that we have the ability, now that money will start dropping from zombies every so often. Another thing that is introduced is also these newspaper guys. When their newspaper is broken, they'll get angry. Maybe they wanted to finish their crossword puzzle and they just got really pissed. They're like, "Damn it, I was so close." I can't think of a good like hint for a crossword puzzle. That image just makes me laugh. I think someone made that comment, I think in some Plants vs Zombies challenge video. I think it was talking about the hard mode mod, which is insane, by the way. But yeah. Now that I believe after this level, from here on out, every lawnmower that is still alive, I guess, or not activated, will give us an extra 50 bucks for every lawnmower that's still around. Also, for those of you who've only played the newer Plants vs Zombies, like the new mobile ones, like 2 and such, don't worry, there's no microtransactions or anything. You have to actually earn your money in this game. And using currency, you don't have to buy outside of. You can't just cheese your way by just buying a shit ton of money. Or using a shit ton of money to buy random crap. Maybe I should have. And no, I think we should be fine. And yeah, there's a lot of guys here, but like, we have. Oh, there we go. There we go, that's most of that wave gone. Thankfully, the newspaper guys aren't too effective under the AI because they sell the same amount of health as a standard zombie. But we get this little guy. Yeah, as you see here, now we get Now we'll be getting money for any of the still remaining lawnmowers. Now I have a Sunshroom. It gives, yeah, so it starts out by only giving small sun, but it then gets bigger, bigger and produces regular sun. So like $290 dollars in coins so far. When you collect $750, I'll sell you something really neato. Yes, he will. I won't say what it is, just for, I guess, spoilers, which is weird to say, but... Alright, now the enemies are getting a little bit better. Now we actually have some cone heads and some bucket heads. So let me show off the Sunshroom. I kind of liked doing it just for the sake of, like, theming. I think this setup should be good. Actually, I think I'll ditch the potato and just put in the pea shooter. Because admittedly, the potato mine is kind of validated by Puffy Boy here. I'll put one like around here just so, as like, it fulfills a similar purpose of just being a chump blocker. So yeah, the Sunshrooms, they are cheaper to start with. Or they're cheaper compared to the regular sunflowers. The downside is they don't give as much sun from the outset. They only get 15 as opposed to the sunflowers 25. But they're cheaper to build, which I kind of like. You know, they don't give as much, but like, you really don't need that much sun if you're just using the mushrooms. So you can just use that to establish a full like set 2 rows of sunflowers early on, or Sunshrooms in this case, and then over time you'll get the big sun and not necessarily have to worry about it'll basically mean you'll get everything set up much quicker, and plus you don't really need this much sun when you have Popshroom. Popshroom is kind of broken. I was actually watching a video from, what's his name, Danaraid, I believe. I didn't know, I completely forgot that the console versions of, like, the 360 and PS3 versions of this game actually have a 2-player mode where you can, one person plays as the zombies, one person plays as plants. And interestingly enough, Popshroom is actually super good in that sense as well. Where there's a later, so if you're wondering how the mushrooms interact during the daytime, they'll actually be asleep. I don't remember if they are like asleep for a certain period of time then wake up or not, but there is a plant we'll be getting later that will allow us to use mushrooms in the daytime, called the coffee bean. And only I've combined with that, in that specific sense, I think the coffee bean normally is not a bad one because there's some pretty good mushrooms you'd want to use in day levels. But they made it even better in versus mode because it's even cheaper than it is normally. It's like 75 sun, I want to say, in the normal game. But in 2-player, they're like, no, I'll make it 25. I'm like, dang, that's actually really good. So that just makes the Popshroom really strong. Pretty much like the staple, I would say, for the meta of playing versus TVZ from what I've seen. I only like watched a couple of videos. But it's really interesting seeing like a community sort of kind of sprout from this game of all games. It just really shows the staying power of this game, actually. So I think for the current session, I'm just kind of doing this final one because I have some free time right now. Just kind of waiting for stuff. So I decided to record at least the first half of second level. Or the first 5 levels of the second stage. When did I get the chomp? Oh right, I wanted the chomps for the... Whenever we see a bucket head, I'm just gonna drop a fat chomp like right over him. Probably put it like here maybe, because like the problem is the mushrooms, they're pretty short range, unlike pea shooters. That's why I still have the pea. That's why pea shooters are kind of useful. They're pretty cheap. Alright, first wave. And there we go. All of our guys are up. We have like quite a bit of sun actually. Okay, I don't think. Yeah, it looks like the waves don't activate on this wave. Just gonna. Yeah, I got the sun to spare. Might as well use it. Don't want to run into like elixir syndrome, so to speak. You know, we're in like an RPG where you're like, well, I don't want to use my good items. What if I need them later? And then you end the adventure with like 200 of like a really good item that you never used. But sometimes it can be fun to have like a crazy stockpile of those items. Reminds me of Primal Liquid. who does like Final Fantasy stuff. He made like the crazy grind fest videos. It's like see how OP you can get in X Final Fantasy game before a certain point. Or like I think he did like a 100% playthrough, so to speak, where he would get like 99 of every item. And I'm like, what the fuck? That is, God, that is the biggest, that is the time sinkiest time sink I've ever seen. But, you know, I'll give him the credit for having the pulse do something that like time consuming. I haven't seen a Buckethead quite yet. I'm gonna give him all of a sudden. Honestly, I can just start spamming out cherry bombs. We're actually getting another similar plant to the cherry bomb in this stage. Who's actually, I did not realize, is very strong. Actually, also, speaking of which, the cherry bomb, I was actually right about its radius. Or no, I was actually wrong. It's actually a 3x3 radius. I didn't know specifically how big it was, but yeah, it's a 3x3 radius. Alright, hello, Buckethead. I'm gonna get rid of one of the puffs here. I'm gonna throw down chomp right here, so in case which likely will be the case, that he'll break through one of the puff shrooms at least. Then again, the other nice thing about the puffs is that since they're so spammable, you can just put them down as kind of just chump walls. So he's gone another coin, and a 50 coin right there. Another bucket. Okay, thankfully the chomps at least are decently fast. I actually never noticed the recovery time is actually quite quick. Alright, there we go. Look at all that sun we got. Alright, and is there a bucket coming? There's a bucket like right there. Yeah, you're like all you. Yeah, you see like, yeah, it is. The cherry bomb is in fact a 3x3, so I wasn't really the best in like using my cherry bomb, although I did not get that bucket head, which kind of sucks. I think I'll just do the chomp thing I was doing earlier. Because I can puff in, so why not? We're getting pretty close. I think we just need one more level and we'll be able to get all of the... to get that thing Crazy Day was talking about. And we need 750 bucks. And goodbye. And we get another new mushroom. It's called the fume shroom, I believe. Fume shroom shoots fumes that can pass through screen doors, which will be much more understandable now, because yeah, we got these guys, the screen door zombies. They're not as, I don't think their screen door is as durable as the Buckethead's bucket, but it might as well be. I don't think they'll take a potato mine, or not. So yeah, the fume shroom is kind of useful because of that, because it will allow you to shoot through the screen doors of these guys. Not to mention, what's nice is the fume shrooms can also hit the zombies behind them, or they have a degree of splash damage behind the zombie that they're currently trying to kill. Let's see, yeah, puff shroom, kind of strong. Like honestly, the potato mine, I like it. It's not really that needed for these night levels. Like, look at that. That zombie just got that puff shroom and died before it could try to start eating it. It just kind of looked like it was dancing. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't take a potato, because he's not really doing much. But yeah, that really goes to show how, like, busted puff shrooms are, because, like, look, I already have 8 of these guys out already. I need to think of more topics to talk about. I've not really planned anything, really. So let's start planning these fume shrooms down. And see here, look how far. It's a little bit farther than the puff shroom is. And if there's like anyone within the same vicinity as him, he's actually not bad with walls because of their splash damage. So let's start putting, get you down. Start planting some fume shrooms down. These can actually be pretty decent with walnuts actually, because if we put them close to walnuts, they'll be able to get through a decent chunk of zombies that are just trying to nom on the wall. Plus again, they're like niche of hitting through screen door zombies. Which is unfortunately their only one real like niche, so to speak. It's just hitting those guys through those guys. Speaking of, good timing on commentary than me. You know, let's actually plant another one. I got like exactly enough sun. Just to get ripple pressure, because mushroom unfortunately is one weakness. Kind of like how it's like a bubble blowing sound, which is kind of funny. Reminds me. You can see there's pretty decent range. Even though, yeah, we could just use pea shooters, but still. Let's get rid of this down, more sun. Only 2 more of my Sunshrooms need to grow up. Yeah, I forgot what I was talking about in terms of my previous, like, this topic I was mentioning. Aside from I was, like, actually talking about the game this time. Oh no, well, trying to think of a thing to talk about. I say that as, like, we're almost done with the 3rd level here. Thankfully, so I won't need to really think about anything to talk about. I'm probably going to take a break for this half of the 2nd stage. Because, yeah, I'm waiting till like 7 to prepare dinner and watch some stuff with my parents. So I usually do every day. There's that. I'm almost done here, just need 2 more levels, like I said. And rip that one pup room. Alright, now we get this guy, who will probably promptly replace the potato line, because this is pretty damn useful for the night levels. The Grave Buster, yeah, this is the thing I was talking about, where we can use it to get rid of graves. Hey, you want to buy an extra seed slot? Costs $750, but you'll be able to choose 7 plants per level instead of 6. Yes please. Alright, hey, when you save $5,000, I'll sell you an 8 seed slot upgrade. Check you later. Did I say check you later or see you later? I just now... Alright, now we're starting to see other zombie types again, so we've got faults. Full zombies. I'll take repeat. I don't think I'll take Snoopy maybe? Yeah. So let's do this setup. Yeah. I think it would be a bit unique. I only use the pea shooters for the 1st level. I think we're just going to strictly say that, but I bought the snow pea a lot. I think I just won't use the snow pea just for challenge, I guess, or just for being thematic. Of only really using mostly mushrooms for offense, aside from like the cherry bomb. The cherry bomb doesn't really stick around, he just kind of shows up and dies. So in terms of, might as well talk about other videos I'm working on. I have the Yu-Gi-Oh! Draft series I'm doing with my friend. It's very much the same as Progression, just, you know, the 2 of us instead. With similar stuff, we have the first 3 episodes recorded as of this point, so the first 3 sets. I just kind of want to wait to have a couple episodes, like I post them like once a week maybe. Yeah, I'm thinking probably once a week for those. We'll record in batches in terms of like the eras of the game, so we'll record a bunch of... We'll record probably up to the entirety of Duel Monsters. We'll take a short break and then we'll probably stockpile. We'll probably stockpile episodes for GX sets and so on and so forth. I may, like, for the end of those, I may ask people in the comments, be like, oh hey, what do you want to add or something. Yeah, I can think of that. I may put that out in the later episodes. I also kind of want to wait for like Simo and Gage's progression to kind of get further along, so to speak. I realize I say so to speak a lot. I just want them to get further in their series, so I'm not stealing their thunder. Although admittedly, it'd be better if I was doing it alongside them, so I would kind of get a slice of the pie in terms of view counts, I guess. Alright, so let's put down Great Buster. See, it takes a couple seconds. I think the zombies can actually eat this while it's in this state. Oh yeah, and we also get money for every Great Big Break with the Great Buster. Alright, here comes... Just gonna put a walnut down like so. Also, you are here. Get out of here, please. Okay, good. Then there was a cone head. And I was like, how'd you get so... I was like, wait, how did that guy get so far? I'm like, oh, that's probably why. He's a conehead zombie. This is not properly accounted for. Now let's get another Great Buster down. The fume trim down. But yeah, I was saying, I also need to prepare some of the other, not really assets, but the resources we use to keep track of stuff. Like, I have a spreadsheet of, if you've seen the videos, if I've uploaded them around this time, I'm not sure. Probably won't, maybe have these uploaded after my first video I'm gonna make, which is like just kind of me introducing myself. I'll have different, like resources I've been like making on my own time, of like, oh, what cards we should look out for in whatever sets we open for per episode, the ban lists for whatever episode we're on, and so on, as well as like erratas for cards, because we're going to be following the cards text at the time. So whenever a ban list or a reprint that will change how a card works. I think the only exception for that is like the only exception we're gonna make for that is Necro Valley, because like that card's text has been changed so many times that God, it would be a pain in the butt to account for every significant, like every errata of that card. It'd be very annoying. But yeah, that's what I currently have planned. I'm thinking for... I know I've written this by Ivan again, because I want to do a co-commentary with him. Like, instead of, like, the draft or any stuff, where we kind of record our own stuff first, and then we get together in Discord or whatever to actually do our duel and talk. I want something where we're more actively talking with each other, instead of just, like, for half of the video, it's just kind of us talking to ourselves. And I know one thing that both of us like, aside from Fire Emblem, which, hey, we may do that, I don't know if we will, is I would definitely want to do, I ran the idea with him of playing Bug Fables. Like, I play it blind, and he just kind of is with me, and we, like, do voices, and maybe if I either A, get stuck somewhere, or B, he can guide me on certain parts of the game, just in case. And, you know, I know he loves Bug Fables a lot, because, like, similar to other people, I'm not necessarily pleased with the modern Paper Mario games, especially Circuit Star. I think Circuit Star is the real culprit here, because I have not played Origami King or Color Splash, but from what I've heard from other people that have played it, it's not very good, because it kind of, especially from, funnily enough, Jerry Conroy again. I think that's probably where I grew my love of it. Okay, I got my love of Paper Mario is from watching his very old Let's Plays of it. But I love his games. Also, it's funny that I liked Paper Mario before I liked Fire Emblem, because I learned like a couple years ago oh, they're both made by intelligent systems. That's kind of it was kind of funny to realize that myself. But yeah, I liked both. I liked the first two. And Super is still pretty solid in my opinion. It manages to do the different gameplay style with RPG mechanics better than Color Splash or pretty much all of the ones after it. It also has actually an actual story, unlike the new games. Or at least an actual story with actual like unique characters. Still kind of bothers me, like the lack of original characters in the modern Paper Mario games. You know, people are like, "Oh, bad music though." I'm like, "Yeah, the music's good, but like that." People make the whole like joke about like modern Sonic games always having good music, but they vary in quality sometimes. And there we go. And for 2-4, we don't get any new item, but we do get this thing, the Almanac, which is just a bestiary. Like, yeah, it keeps track of all of the zombies and all of the plants. Even gives like a little excerpt. I'm not gonna read these because that would blow up the video, but that's kind of neat that they bothered to make little flavor text for all of them. Ever want to play a game called Whack-A-Zombie? Just like hunting squirbos. You know those furry little rodents that dig holes in your own lawn? You mean gophers? Or moles? No, gophers, I think. Yeah, just like that, but instead of, or moles, yeah, moles, I guess. Yeah, just like that, but instead of squirbos, it's zombies. And instead of shovel, you got a mallet. Instead of me, it's you! So yeah, now our next minigame for this is Whack-A-Zombie, so they'll be coming out of these graves. You also get money for this. Occasionally. And I think sometimes, I don't remember if it's in this version or in the minigame version that's on the main menu. Some of them times I can speak. Okay, yeah, sometimes new graves will sprout randomly, as well as money, and sometimes, unless that again is in the main menu version, sun will come out of them occasionally. You can use certain items like grave busters. Looks like we're not getting any sun, or just getting unlucky. There we go, speaking of which. But yeah, their run speed is significantly stronger. Or, that's a weird way of wording it. They're much faster, as you can see here. The run speed is slightly better. Or at least they're sped up, basically. I actually got rid of, God, this one has 5 graves. Oh yeah, and similarly to the walnut bowling, cone heads will take 2 hits, and I think buckets will take 3, I think. Also, you know, obligatory me gushing by music. This music is really good, also. Okay, I see that, yeah, they're cone heads. They take 2 hits. Okay, now the sun's actually starting to come out. Ooh, 50. And I believe during the big waves, every grave will spawn a zombie at the end. I think I'll just put a potato there. Also, insert carpal tunnel joke, because, like, you know, you can just, like, spam click like this, but that... Why you murder on your freaking wrist and your finger? I'll let the oh wow. I accidentally clicked too fast, but now we get this guy, the Hypno Shroom. And that just about does it for this episode, so I will catch you guys later. And the Hypno Shroom is pretty cool. If a zombie runs into it, instead of eating it, they'll just run into it and they'll turn back around. I'll be able to show it off the next level, but I will save that for another time. So, see you guys next time. We'll be finishing up, hopefully, the rest of Stage 2. Bye-bye.